The conversation surrounding Marvel's rumored Venom game has gone from whispers to straight-up chaos over the past few days. Not only do we finally have stronger evidence this game exists, but we've also learned possible story details and how it fits into Insomniac's Marvel roadmap. Here's where things get messy. A reliable report from MP first confirmed two major things. Marvel's Wolverine is still targeting a 2026 release window, and a Venom game is in development. The catch? It's likely still in pre-production, contradicting earlier rumors that Venom was further along and set to drop before Wolverine. If this latest info holds true, Insomniac has shifted focus. They want Wolverine polished to perfection before giving Venom the spotlight. Which makes a lot of sense, because if you remember when Spider-Man 2 released, it wasn't as polished as many of us were hoping, and had a ton of missing features that both the first game and Miles Morales had. That said, multiple sources now align on one critical point. The Venom game is real. Now buckle up, because the reported story beats are where things go off the rails. It's being reported that Eddie Brock is set as the protagonist. This rules out Harry returning as Venom, or any other alternatives like Flash Thompson's Agent Venom, or a brand new host. Reports also say that Eddie's design will lean closer to his comic book counterpart, rather than Tom Hardy's live-action version. And as for villains, well, enter Cletus Cassidy as Carnage, plus a monstrous take on Anti-Venom. Not Peter's version, but Eddie's. With the anti-Venom angle especially hints at deeper themes of identity and control, mirroring how Peter struggled with the symbiote in Spider-Man 2. Now making Eddie the lead of the first ever AAA standalone Venom game is bold, but logical, in my opinion. Insomniac's universe has already teased Eddie Brock's existence, canonically working at the Daily Bugle alongside Peter. That sets the stage for exploring their history while giving Eddie his own arc. But the big question is, where has he been during the events of Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2? And how will his story intertwine with Peter, Miles, and MJ? Maybe this is how Insomniac can get rid of Peter's anti-Venom powers before releasing Spider-Man 3. With Peter giving the powers to Eddie Brock to help cure his cancer, like how Martin Lee did in the comics. And here's an interesting connection. Back at San Diego Comic-Con 2023, during the Spider-Man 2 panel, Insomniac showed concept art of Venom sporting a much more classic white spider symbol on his chest. That design screams Eddie Brock Venom, unlike Harry Osborn's final version in the game. And the classic design is also one of the most popular mods downloaded for the PC version of Spider-Man 2. So, if Insomniac wanted to transition hosts from Harry to Eddie in a standalone game, they already have the visual blueprint ready. So, where does that leave us? Well, first of all, it looks like the Wolverine game remains the priority, aiming for 2026. However, the Venom game is real, but likely early in development. Maybe a PS6 launch title, like how Miles Morales was for PS5. With Eddie Brock looking poised to take center stage, with Carnage and the anti-Venom story arc lurking in the shadows. And if all this is true, we're not just looking at a side project, but the foundation of an entirely new Marvel sub-series under Insomniac's wing. And honestly, that's pretty damn exciting, as myself and a bunch of other fans have wanted a Venom game since Ultimate Spider-Man all the way back in 2005. Let me know all your thoughts on this in the comments section down below. For more Spidey and Venom action, be sure to check out my Marvel's Spider-Man 2 movie. I released part 1 last week, with part 2 coming out hopefully by the end of the year. And as always, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future uploads. And until next time, I'm the 1ELT signing OUT, out.